So what made you decide to write your new book, and what are some of the feedback you've been getting as you've been receiving some of the people sharing their opinions?
So your next 5 moves. So the whole thing got started with one day I woke up and I was in my mid-20s and my girlfriend sent me a message in text and she says, "We're breaking up. You spend way too much time working. I love you, but long term, I don't see this thing working out because you're working 100 hours a week. It's just not going to work out." So 6 a.m. Then I get a call from my mom, guilt. She says, "What happened to my baby boy that used to call me more and tell me, you don't call me anymore, you don't do this, do you still love your mom," right? So first feeling, emotional, is what? Heartbreak. Second one is guilt. Next one I get is a client of mine that says, "I cancel what I just bought from you." That's a $10,000 commission. Lots of money for me at that time. Then my number one sales guy quit. So heartbreak, guilt, cost, money, I need that money. And then my number one sales guy quits, pressure. So I'm sitting there saying, who do I call first? What do I do first, right? Do I first call my mom and, "Mom, I'm so sorry. You know I love you," and send her a gift and all that, so I'm going to go take her out to lunch? Well, then if I do that for the rest of my life, I'm training her to use guilt to get what she wants out of me. Is that really what I wanted? I think a lot of times we teach our kids to use guilt to get what they want out of us. We don't even know we're doing it.
That's good.
So then I said, girlfriend, okay, do I call her back and say, "Oh my gosh, babe, just come over. I'll do anything for you. I'll take the whole day off. I'll take the week off." Then I'm compromising my vision long-term of who I want to be. No matter how great the sex is, no matter how beautiful she is, no matter how whatever it is it me compromising? I don't know if it's worth me compromising my vision. I don't know what I'm going to do there. Do I call? So eventually I said, what does the most successful person today, if they were my age right now, 25, what would they have done right now? So then I made the decision based on that. I said, okay, let me first call the client to get intel about the sales guy, because the sales guy and I are the ones that did the client sale. So maybe he's going to tell me more stuff about the sales guy. So I called the client. Client says, "Yeah, here's why. I talked to one of your agents and he told me that there's a policy going on over here that's going to be cheaper." So I said, "Oh, interesting." I got into it. I said, "Let me ask you a question. Are you fully out? Or if I can help you out with this and get, no, Pat, I'm not fully out. I just, he confused me a little." I said, "Let me make one phone call." Then I called my agent. My agent was worried that we were about to lose the client. So he was resigning. I said, "Listen, it's not going to be done. Let's go meet with the client." So the first thing I did is I went and met with the client. So I saved that. I saved the agent. They stuck around. That probably ended up making me additional $200,000 the next 2 years, which I needed at that time because I was broke.
Yeah.
Then I had the conversation with my girl, and I gave her the most ridiculous,
ultimatum?
It was a very weird ultimatum because I said to her, we've been together for 2 years. I love you. I know you love me too. I say we go 30 days without sex and see how we do. Because we're going to find out if we're going to be together long term, if we have anything in common, or is it just we have way too much fun together. So first night we go out Friday night. We go to the movies. We come back in the movies. I got a big expedition with plenty of room in the back. And she looks at me, "What do you want to do?" I'm like, "I got to drop you off." So we sit in the expedition to see what we can talk about. It's really not much to be talking about. Nothing. Like we're just like family, all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll see you. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We kind of pretty much know. We're either going to stay together because of how much fun we're having, but we know long-term we're not going to be together. By the way, we're friends still today.
Yeah.
She runs a successful business. I help her out. Or even my wife is friends with her.
Oh, wow.
Very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then that left. My mom, that was never going to change. So I had to make sure she knew, "Mom, I just want you to know I'm pursuing my dreams. I love you. You're important to me, but at the same time, I can't." So everything about this book is, what do I need to be doing first, then second, then third, then fourth? Initially, my title was Your Next 15 Moves. But Simon & Schuster says 15 is too big of a number. Start off with 5. But in the book, I explain 15 moves is what the masters do. The average chess player, when they play with you, they only know their one move. Here's what I'm doing next.
Yeah.
The pros know 3 to 5 moves. So the masters know 10 moves, and the grandmasters know their next 15 moves, right? So in business, it's the same thing. Most people are like, "Oh, what do I do? Just make phone calls." Okay, let me go sell. Versus one guy that's an older, "Well, I'm going to sell. Once I get to 100,000, I'm going to ask the guy if he lets me open up an office over here. Then I'm going to go find this customer. Then I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to open up my 5th office when I'm making $500,000. Then I'm going to go and be a broker. And then I'm going to make my $1 million 5 years from now. And when I'm going to buy that condo at this place." Everything's about then when I, versus what do I do today? So there is an element of long-term planning.